In recent days, the young Artisans of Peace have spread out across different realities of the Holy Land, from Taibe to Nablus, from Bethlehem to the Tent of Nations. They carried out activities with children, teenagers, youth and the elderly, discreetly and actively taking part in the daily life of the local communities. We are here with this project, which takes its name from an expression of Pope Francis, Artisans of Peace, with the very intention in this time of great fatigue and suffering due to the situation in Gaza and throughout the West Bank, of being close to the people who suffer. Father Cavallini, who for over 25 years has proposed alternative pilgrimages for young people in the Holy Land, says he was deeply moved to see how people felt remembered and not abandoned. I carried out my service in the city of Nablus. It was a very intense experience because it was my first real contact with the West Bank, a land that in Italy is rarely mentioned, and when it is often described as a land of conflict. We did volunteer work in a camp for children. We also interacted with the other volunteers, young people between 14 and 25, with their desire to live, to be educated, to go to university, to do a job they like, to start their own families. Surely these encounters are something extremely powerful.
Allora, io ero in un gruppo con altri 3 volontari e siamo stati i primi giorni a Jenin.
I was in a group with 3 other volunteers. We spent the first days in Jenin, then we did 5 days in Jenin and 5 in Zababde. We met Youssef from the cultural center of Jenin, a very strong person who impressed me, and I appreciated his vision for the future. Another encounter I really enjoyed in Jenin was with the Women's Association of the camp. We spent an afternoon and a morning with them doing activities with the children.
Abbiamo passato con loro un pomeriggio e una mattinata con anche dei bambini.
Sono stato a Taibe, che è un villaggio.
I was in Taibe, a small village inhabited almost entirely by Christians. It is a very beautiful and historic area, though somewhat unknown. We had the opportunity to meet several times with the elderly who rest at Beit Afram, the retirement home of the Latin Patriarchate. They shared their stories with us.
Casa di riposo del Patriarcato Latino, e lì ci hanno raccontato un po' così le loro storie.
The meeting with the Latin Patriarch of Jerusalem was a special moment for the young people who listened attentively to the challenges of this time, in particular the difficult situation of Christians in Gaza and their courageous choice to remain as a sign of light and peace, a testimony of faith that resists the evil unleashed against God's children.
Ci troviamo molto in questa immagine che ci ha consegnato.
We recognize ourselves very much in this image given to us by our Patriarch of Jerusalem, to build quality and generative relationships as an antidote to evil, as a vaccine against the evil that is so pervasive right now. Living the experience of the place and the Word of God. On the Temple Mount, deepening the history and spirituality of that sacred site, meditating on the Gospel passages of the widow who offers her 2 coins and of the sinner who finds in Jesus forgiveness and a new life. Also at the pool of Bethsaida and at the Basilica of St. Anne, there was precious time to reflect on the meaning of healing, like the paralytic who after 38 years was freed from his immobility through the encounter with Jesus.
Io tornerò in Italia sicuramente che saprò fare.
I will definitely go back to Italy knowing how to make excellent hummus. I learned the recipe perfectly, and I will return with the desire to tell as many people as possible to come here too.
We are very happy with this experience. It is a place we would love to return to because today more than ever there is a need for presence. I believe that from this experience deep concepts have emerged, such as that of a love that never dies, that even outlives hope. To hear so many stories of commitment, generosity, resilience, of remaining in such difficult situations with so much desire for life despite the hardships, filled us with courage and strength, something we will carry home with us.
Che ci porteremo a casa.